What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another session. This is just a quick session to explain to you guys exactly why your zones might be failing. So guys, as stated in the intro, we're going to be going over today some of the reasons why your zones may be failing. Now, the first thing I really need to state is trading as a whole is not about being right. It's about being able to draw money out of the market. Profitability comes in many forms, and having areas that fail is part of the game, unfortunately. Now, one of the biggest things that I really need to make a point of that a lot of people don't really understand is if, for example, we were looking to long the market from this low, we would need these areas to fail for us to hit our profit target. Exactly the same if we were looking to sell from this high. Again, no reasons included, just purely for example, we would need all of the lower demand areas to fail for us to hit our TP, right? So we don't need to be correct every single time in the market. All we need to do is be aware of the fact that if these zones are failing, chances are we aren't in the trend we thought we were in, or we are not in the certain area in price that we thought we were in. Now, when your zones fail, it is not the end of the world, guys, okay? One of the main things that people don't realize is when your zones fail, you can look to catch the move up if they're breaking zones that you were looking to sell away from. Yeah, so a great example here, you see the POI at the top of this move, or the supply at the top of this move, whatever you want to call it. Again, we've said this before, you can call it, the bacon sarnie at the top of this move if you want, as long as you understand what it means, okay? Now, when this zone is broken, look how what it gives us on the other side is an order block, which is actually a new demand zone. So when our zone was broken, we could have looked to the nearest demand zone that's either at the area or just below it to buy away from it. Now again, the same thing applies. We need to obviously be aware of, especially down on the 1 minute, not all of our zones are going to hold, and it is not the end of the world. One of the key things to finding the right zones are make sure your zones are responsible for something. By that I mean, for example, right here, you see how this order block area was responsible for breaking this low. Price pushed away from this area, broke the low, and you can see it's actually the only area out of this whole push that actually has a reaction of some kind. Now it is a tiny reaction nonetheless, but the reason why these zones didn't hold, it can be a mixture of things. Now one of the things could be you're highlighting technically the wrong area, okay? Again, this is going to come with experience and time where you're going to be able to refine the areas that work best for you. But overall, we need to understand when our zones fail, okay? It does not mean that we are wrong. It does not mean that every time we go on the market, we're incorrect. What it means is we need to refine our analysis a bit more and have a little bit more of an understanding of where we are exactly in price. Now, if we zoom out a little bit here, so I'm just going to delete this title. If we zoom out a little bit here, you can clearly see we're in an upwards moving market, right? So areas above are a lot less likely to work. The areas of supply are a lot less likely to hold than the areas of demand. If we're in an upwards move, we need to be looking for areas of demand to play away from price. Now, again, not every zone is going to hold. But if a zone gives you the price action you're looking for, then you can take the trade, okay? So like I say, guys, this is just a super quick video. I just want to explain to you guys that it's not the end of the world. A lot of people get really emotionally affected by their zones not holding, and they alter their analysis based off of it. Whereas all we need to be looking for is, what is our trend? If our trend is up, we need to be looking for demand areas to be looking for trades. If our areas are supplies, the chances are that the most they're going to do is provide you with a reversal. And that reversal will probably only bring you back down to a demand area. Okay. Now, this is gold, and gold is a bit of a choppy pair, and it can just reverse at random points. Obviously, not every single point it reverses at is going to be random, but for example, it will liquidate a high. It won't necessarily interact with anything, and it will drop back down. Now, there's always a reason for most price action movements, but what we really need to think about is, if this zone does not hold, what is the probability of price continuing in the direction that we are seeing it moving? Yeah. Now, as you can see, as soon as we highlight a demand area, price taps in and continues higher, giving you the trades you were looking for. So the main reason why your zones are probably not holding is because of either the smaller time frame structural move that you're in, or the overall bigger trend that you're looking at is the opposite of the trade direction you're looking for. Another big thing, guys, is do not hunt reversals, guys. Follow trend, track trend, find a retrace, and expect a continuation. So guys, like I say, this is just a super quick video. I just wanted to let you guys all know that, the zones that fail, it's all part of trading, and we need failures of zones to hit TPs, and we also need zones to hold for us to enter trades. So it's a case of zones need to fail for us to win, and they also need to hold for us to win as well. Now, like I say, that probably sounds a bit contradictory, but overall, if you understand what I'm saying, it means that you do not need to be correct 100% of the time. You just need to be aware of where you may be going wrong. Most of the time, basic trend direction mixed with intermediate structure points, okay? Remember, take it range by range and understand that price is fractal, and every area you highlight is essentially going to correlate to where you are in a trend. So guys, that's literally all I had to say. I just wanted to get this out here so you guys all knew that it's not just you that have failing zones. Every single trader has failing zones. And if people tell you that every zone they mark holds and gives you trades, then they're talking complete rubbish, okay? Do not believe if everybody says every single zone that I mark holds. The fact of the matter is, practice, experience on the charts, and understanding of structure is going to supply you with the best areas that you need to find. Like I say, guys, if you haven't already, check out the Foundation series. There's plenty of stuff in there for you to be able to watch and start to develop your trading. Also, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button, drop us a comment down below if you needed to hear this. And I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon. Peace out, guys.